So I don't have long tonight because I forgot to charge up my battery and it's flashing red at me. So I thought what I would do is I would do some sort of painting that I don't have any plan for, and we'll see what happens. It might be a complete disaster, but I'll do quite a fast painting. So yeah, and I'll try and do something. What I find happens with my body is that if I've done a certain style of painting for a long time, then my body just wants to do that again. It's amazing how it just wants to keep doing the same patterns. So I'm wetting it with a spray bottle. I'm going to put a fair bit of water on there so that we get a bit of pigment movement. I'm going to start with some yellow ochre. So I'm just using a it's slightly different to my normal hake brushes, but it's really nice. It doesn't drop as many hairs. Yeah, see, I'm doing something similar again. So let's just do something different, eh? Just do something different with your body. Bring in a bit of raw umber, eh? A little bit more raw umber. Beautiful. I do like a horizon that has a big sky. It's a nice thing to do. Who knows what sort of landscape this is? No idea. So someone asked the other day why, still recording? Yep. Why do I do this? It's because I wipe all this pigment off because it could come back into the painting if I start tilting this like this way or this way and start doing some things with it. Then that might just suddenly run onto the page. So that's why I do that. Let's just bring in a little bit of burnt umber here. Nice and strong, look at that, beautiful. Let's just get a little bit of a loaded brush. We'll just start playing with this a bit more. Wash the brush out. And this is a bit too obvious here, so but you can see how if you start playing with watercolour too much, it can easily turn into mud. So you just got to be a little bit selective as to sort of, you know, how you go about doing that. Bring in a bit of this. This might all start going a bit dark. Getting my large hake brush now. Bring it in across here. I'm going to use this spray bottle now to just spray out a bit more light down here. Recording? Yep. I'm just holding it here, keeping it here at about a 45, maybe not quite, maybe more like 40, 35 degree angle to keep it running a bit. But I don't need to do this for ages, but just That's probably enough now. But as soon as I do this, the pigment will just start to spread out a bit. And as you can see, there's a bit of a hair here. Just pick that up without scratching the paper. Now, so this has got the beginnings of something very interesting, but I don't want to take too long because I don't want it to stop recording. It's a beautiful sort of colour beginning in a way. Just getting my flat nylon, and I'm just going to picking up some pigment with the flat nylon and then chucking onto a bit of tissue. So picking it up, chucking onto the tissue. Who knows whether this will be a good thing to do or not. Well, the other way I could pick up pigment if I wanted to was just use a pure tissue to just try and start to create the beginnings of distant mountains, which I don't really like. Don't really like what I just did there. What I'm going to do is just come in across here. Right, I'm just going to very quickly dry this. I'll stop recording. Right, I'm going to keep this a very simple landscape. Sometimes what I really love is a simple landscape, so I'm just going to, wherever my razor blade's gone, there we go. Right, haven't done this for a long time. See how this goes. I've got some burnt umber. That mix of Winsor blue, red shade, light red. Got a palette knife here, we'll see how this goes. This might be a complete mess, but we'll see. Just going to dry this quickly. Alright, one last attempt to salvage this painting. I'm spraying on water. I'm going to come in with a bit more. A little bit of this. So in Tasmania and other parts of Australia, you do get these old gnarled trees. Sometimes they're dead, sometimes they're just living, and they might be in some cold. They might be in some cold conditions, like in Tasmania, or some drier conditions. Bugger. So this is how the painting ended up. I ended up using the mix of Winsor blue, red shade and light red, darken it up around here, and to make the tree connected to the landscape, and put a bit more in here. But you can see how it could easily end up turning into mud a bit. So I apologise, the battery up there on the one up above ran out. So this is the end of this painting. I'll have to decide if I like it or not. And thanks for joining me tonight, and thanks very much for all my subscribers. And I've been a bit sick recently, so I'm sorry I haven't really done paintings for a little bit, but I'll get back into the swing of it this week. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon in the next episode. Good night.